The truth is I had a fish, a worried father clownfish that was trying to go across the ocean to find the sun, and I needed a guide. And I read this fact that a goldfish has a memory of 3 seconds, and I thought that was hilarious. And so I thought, what if I had a fish with short-term memory loss? But everything I was writing was repetitive and not funny. And Ellen had an original sitcom called The Ellen Show in the 90s that was playing at the time that I was writing, and I was stuck. And I heard her on the show while the TV was playing change the subject 5 times in 1 sentence, and I was like, that's it. That's how you do it. And then I could not get her specific voice out of my head. And suddenly I was out of writer's block, and I was just writing like furious. So when I sent her the script, it's the only time I've ever written with a specific actor in mind. I called you, you had read the script, and I said, hi, Ellen, I understand I wrote this part for you, and if you don't take it, I'm screwed. But I used a harder word than that. And you said, well, I better take it. I think that was that short of a conversation.
Well, I had no job offers at the time, so that was, I hadn't worked in 3 years. I was thrilled that someone called me for anything. So I was working at the Olive Garden. I couldn't believe I was being offered anything, much less the part in the Pixar film from you, so it was amazing.
And it's a bit flattering when someone basically says, you're my muse, I need you to be this part.
You're the bumbling idiot that is in my head. Your voice is so repetitive. Yeah.
What is the message of finding Dory?
You're all looking at me, okay. It's being the one of the writers of it, the intention was self-acceptance. That we all have something about us. It could be as obvious as a disability like short-term memory loss, but it also could just be the way you think, the way you perceive things, where you see yourself as having a shortcoming, but it's actually what makes you special and what makes you unique. And I think we find a certain peace once we start to really learn who we are and accept that. And that's really what I felt Dory had to go through to really be confident if she was ever alone again. And it ended up being sort of a universal thing that I think can apply to anybody at any age.
So I thoroughly enjoyed the movie, and I made you a gift to say thank you. But first, I would like to ask you a question. So if anyone was finding Ellen, what 3 things could they possibly do to track you down?
Turn on the TV. Look at YouTube. Look at Ellen too. It'd be pretty easy to find me. Give me my gift.
Also, heads up, there's a
You want me to open it?
You want me to open it in front of people?
Yeah.
I think it's yeah.
You really can't keep a secret. You know what everything is right away. Did you draw this? Wow, thank you so much. I think that she's... I actually think that she's auditioning to work for you.
It's an animation, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
What has Dory taught you over the years, and what can we learn from her?
I think that everybody relates to Dory so much, or wants to relate to her, because she's so optimistic, and because she has this supposed disability, she doesn't really worry about the past or try to analyze the future, and it doesn't paralyze her to make decisions. She's just spontaneous, and she's non-judgmental, and she's, no matter what mood somebody else is in, it doesn't impact her. She doesn't take it personally. So I think it's basically, it reminds me, and which is what I try to do every day and say on the show, is be kind to one another. I think that's what Dory does. And the whole just keep swimming from the very first one that is attached to my fish's character is sort of a wonderful mantra that I think that really I didn't know I had most of my life and most of my career, but I have applied it to my life, and I think a lot of people apply it to their lives. And then it's also, mainly what stays with me is the out-of-breathness of it all.
Here it comes.
It was, I would like those as outtakes, please, on the DVD of how many times you made me breathless or scream. I mean, because Dory was always left behind, so there was lots of, can you just do that one more time? It's like, how can you not use that? from before. You already have that. I mean, and for 3 years there was lots of that. So I took home anger and just bitterness.
It was the first thing that you said to me after watching the movie. She goes, "Where was all the panting?"
So many times you wanted me to pant more. And I think it's some weird, freaky kink, kinky issue. You have that at home watching me just pant and scream.
That's the third film right there. This music
Yeah.
panting.
I would love to have been in the studio when you were recording the
And you jumped right to it. There was no difficulty.
But the difficult was,
Oh yeah.
Andrew does really well, and I can't. I think Idris was even worse than me. So, is that you or me as a film? I think it's.
No,